Kwei, and welcome to the 2020 Pow Wow Pitch National Semi-Finals, presented by RBC with the support of Canada Post, Shopify, BDC, and NACCA. Shan Tenascon, Indigenous, and I am the founder of Pow Wow Pitch. I will be your host for tonight's Pow Wow Pitch National Semi-Finals, where Indigenous entrepreneurs from across Canada will pitch for their chance to win $25,000 in prizes to help them start and scale up their businesses. Thank you for joining us. 6 years ago, I started Pow Wow Pitch with the vision of combining Indigenous culture and social innovation to create a platform to celebrate, showcase, and put the spotlight on Canada's Indigenous entrepreneurs. Over the years, Pow Wow Pitch has supported more than 100 Indigenous entrepreneurs to take their businesses to the next level. And this week, we will meet 100 more. According to a recent RBC study, Canada's Indigenous population is the fastest growing population in the country, and the Indigenous economy is a $10 billion economy, set to grow to $125 billion by 2025. Indigenous people in Canada are starting businesses at 5 times the rate of non-Indigenous people, and Indigenous women are starting up companies at twice the rate as non-Indigenous women. Supporting Indigenous entrepreneurs is more important today than ever before. In our own entrepreneurial pivot in response to COVID-19, this year we are proud to present the 2020 Pow Wow Pitch online and across Canada with the presenting support of RBC and in partnership with Canada Post, Shopify, BDC, and NACCA. Thank you for investing in Indigenous entrepreneurship. We are broadcasting from the Startup Canada studio in Ottawa, Ontario, on unceded and unsurrendered Anishinaabe territory. This summer, applications poured in from across Canada, from nations from coast to coast to coast, like the Salish, Inuit, Métis, Cree, Ojibwe, Anishinaabe, and Mi'kmaq. We shortlisted the top 100 entrepreneurs and matched them with outstanding mentors in lead-up of this week's semi-finals. Every night this week, you'll have the chance to watch Pow Wow Pitch semi-finalists pitch to our esteemed panel of judges as they compete for a place in the Pow Wow Pitch National Finals taking place on October 20th. Prizes include $500 for each of the top finalists from each province and territory, a $1,000 youth prize, $2,500 for third place, $5,000 for second place, and $10,000 for first place. In total this year, we will be awarding $25,000 in prizes. Each semi-finalist has 2 minutes for their pitch, followed by a 2-minute of Q&A by the judges. Judges are evaluating whether the entrepreneur has clearly communicated their product service, their value proposition, and their planned pathway to sustainability and success, and whether they are convinced that the entrepreneur will follow through. Join the conversation online tonight by using the hashtag #PowWowPitch, and be sure to share, like, comment, and cheer on and support the entrepreneurs you meet tonight and throughout the week. Let us know who you're rooting for. Let's begin by meeting tonight's esteemed panel of judges. Joining us this evening is Luke Mishetsky, Director, Parcels and E-commerce Solution Integration, Canada Post. Nikki Thibodeau, Shopify Local Lead and Women's Employee Resource Group Leadership, Shopify. Devin Fiddler, Founder and CEO, She Native. Don Locke, Senior Commercial Account Manager, RBC. It's time to meet our first cohort of entrepreneurs. Let's have a look at the pitches from just a few moments ago. Are you ready, Canada? Let's get started. First, we have Joel English Dubois, owner, Blue Ring Media.
Hello, my name is Joel English Dubois, a member of Piikani Nation, Alberta. I have over 15 years experience in management, consisting of retail, including food service and retail banking. I have a Bachelor of Management from the University of Lethbridge with a major in marketing, and I'm currently working on my MBA. I am the co-owner of Blue Ring Media. My partner is educated and experienced in web and graphic design. His background also consists of working in different capacities within the service industry. Blue Ring Media is a consulting business focused on marketing services. At Blue Ring Media, we strive to make marketing and branding easy to understand and effective for new entrepreneurs. We can provide marketing services such as consulting and developing a marketing plan. In recent research that I conducted, more than 80% of small business owners and entrepreneurs question their marketing and their brand. I want to help answer their questions, explaining why marketing is a valuable investment for business owners and how it is critical to generating sales. There is no reason for entrepreneurs to struggle with marketing their business. With my passion for marketing, we are looking to solve this barrier for many entrepreneurs. I can help them achieve their marketing and business goals through our consulting services. We are entrepreneurs helping other entrepreneurs succeed. As a startup with a developed business plan and website, I ask you today for $10,000. This money will go toward promoting our business and marketing through traditional and digital advertising. This award will not only help our business as a startup to move forward, but it will also help many other entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Great job, Joel. Question for you around growth. Where do you see yourself if you were to envision yourself in say 5 years?
In 5 years, we do want to expand, not just helping Indigenous entrepreneurs, but expand to non-Indigenous entrepreneurs and business owners.
Great, thank you.
Do you have a couple of target audiences within the Indigenous communities?
Yes, so any that are sort of focused on service or even retail industries.
My question is more about why you do what you do. So tell me a little bit more about why you got into this.
Yeah, it's a bit of a funny story. I didn't go into post-secondary thinking too much into marketing, but as I studied marketing research became such a passion for mine. Understanding small businesses and entrepreneurs was something I sort of delved into as well in my MBA. And understanding that people struggle with marketing. I even visited a friend that owns a restaurant, and his brand was spot on from my point of view and my perspective, but he was questioning it, and there were things that he wanted to sort of pull back, and I was like, no, this is hitting the mark. So I definitely want to be there to help others succeed.
Thank you, Joel. Is there certain sectors in business that you feel more comfortable in marketing, or is it more generic overall?
I would say it's more generic and overall. Through my studies, I was able to study different industries as well for marketing.
And just with the last 15 seconds we have, Joel, just an idea of revenues this year and maybe where you're planning to grow it to.
Yeah, we do expect to generate a little bit of revenue, not too much. It would be a part-time project for me this year, and we do expect it to grow to $1 million within 4 years.
Next, we have Elliott Corston-pine, the 2P Project.
Hi, I'm Elliott. I'm originally from the Garden River First Nation and currently located in London, Ontario, pursuing a Master's of Environment and Business while also working full-time. In addition, I also manage the 2P Project, a small business that specializes in the sale of Pokemon and video game merchandise. Years ago, after graduating from Fanshawe College, I admit I was a bit lost. Many Indigenous students, like myself, transition from post-secondary studies into the workplace with no idea what they want to do. Some also face hurdles such as funding shortages, poverty, and at times lack personal support, while others might not even graduate at all. For those facing personal and financial hardships, the 2P Project recognized an opportunity where it could provide assistance. The 2P Project has, on average, generated annual revenue of $5,000 since it began a little over 5 years ago. I believe that a portion of our earnings could have permitted the slow integration of measures to support new Indigenous entrepreneurs and students from isolated and remote First Nations toward recruitment and guidance of those interested in starting and running their own venture. Just as I was starting to lay down the framework, COVID-19 hit, and plans for the 2P Project were never realized. Previously, I had thought about taking the 2P Project online, but we had seen enough success from attending live events that there wasn't a need. For many, COVID-19 has presented several challenges yet, and the 2P Project still endures. And our market research continues to indicate that people remain interested in Pokemon and video game merchandise. Although we have struggled, my passion to deliver to fans of all ages has never wavered. The popularity of Pokemon and video games amidst this pandemic has prompted the 2P project to look to new sales channels and would like to expand to the online platform Shopify with support from Pow Wow Pitch 2020. Further, the creation of a marketing campaign that targets Pokemon and video game enthusiasts would also ensure the future success. Through the 2P project, I hope to one day support a program that will provide agency for new Indigenous entrepreneurs to unlock their potential while also raising the 2P project to new heights. Thank you.
Wow, great job, Elliott.
Thank you.
What is your current online? First of all, I'm from Shopify, so I love that you're looking at Shopify. But what is your current online presence?
So right now we are selling just on other platforms. So we don't have a current online presence at all. That's why we're here.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh, so my question is, what is your vision for?
Sorry, you blocked out at the end there.
What is your vision for this company? Your big vision.
Right. So eventually I want to be able to take this company and expand it to a point where that I can reach many people, sort of like the Toys R Us of video game industry, or even we look at EB Games, right? That's where I want to be, except I want to take the funds, and I want to be able to deliver back and give back to the Indigenous community and possibly provide employment opportunities or training to Indigenous entrepreneurs.
Thanks, Elliott. How many employees do you think you'll need for this project as it moves forward?
Well, currently I'm running myself and my wife, but going into the future, I think what my plan is to bring others in, probably around, 10 to start.
Thank you.
Elliott, you mentioned you wanted to dedicate some of the potential winnings to a marketing plan. Any insight into what that might look like?
At the moment, I'm currently studying my Master's of Environment and Business, so I've been laying the framework for something like that. But at this moment, I don't know what it looks like exactly yet, because we had just started putting it together and then COVID-19 hit. So there's still some work I got to do there to make sure it goes through.
Thank you.
Next, we have Peter White, owner, Enagic.
Hello, my name is Peter White. I come from the Tenascon Nation, and I'm currently a sole proprietor for a business called Enagic. What is Enagic? It's Kangen water. What is Kangen water? It hooks up to any tap with running water, and it creates medical grade water. Why did I become an entrepreneur in this business? Is because as First Nations people, we struggle to have access to clean drinking water. The amazing thing with Enagic, I've worked with a few reservations, and we've been able to test their water and find the best route to get them the clean, accessible drinking water. How I market it is through Facebook. I pay Facebook for marketing ads. We also do organic reaches through our personal platforms, Instagram, Snapchat. We also have a freedom plan, so it creates employees to entrepreneurs. We give them the tools and accessibilities and the teachings to become an entrepreneur and what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And this is all free. We've spent over $5,000 into training and programming, and we give it to the people for free. With this money, from the grant, I would be buying 2 more machines. They are $5,000 each, which is tax exempt. Enagic allows to have that. And also with Enagic, any product you buy, you get a tax write-off. So you get the tax exempt. You get the business license. They give you a registration number, so you become registered with Enagic as a sole proprietor. So you get all those business write-offs.
A question about the pricing of the device that you're offering. Just give us an idea of the cost. Is it per household? Is it just a bit more on the pricing?
It's per unit. They have 6 different units, and it just depends. You're paying for there's a titanium platinum plates in there, and that's what you're pretty much paying for. So the machines go anywhere from 2,200 to 5,000.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Peter, I'm just wondering, how long does one of those machines last?
Shelf life is good for 25 years. The warranty is guaranteed for 5 years. They have machines from when they first opened up in the 70s that are still running.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So my question is more, how long have you been doing this for, and who is your team?
When I first got into the business, I actually started just drinking it for myself personally. I'm a cancer survivor, so I looked at natural ways on healing myself. I didn't want to go the chemo way. I didn't want to go the medical, the new Western way. So I started looking into other ways, and this water kept popping up and popping up. And I started drinking it. I noticed, like, within the first week, drastic changes in my bodies, and it was just flushing toxins out. So, and then last 2 years, I've got into it. And through Facebook, it's the Diamond Team, we're called.
Hi, Peter. Thank you. Just wondering if you're looking more regionally, or you're looking to expand maybe across the country with this product.
It would be country-wise. So I would use the machines to loan that to reservations or people for 30 days. I have legal documents written up. So it's on my insurance policy that they have to reimburse me if anything happens to them.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Up next, we have Stephanie Pangowish, founder NIHB and Me.
Hi. So throughout my career, I've been fortunate enough to have health coverage in addition to the non-insured health benefits, also known as NIHB, which is obtained through my Indian status. However, when I became self-employed and only had NIHB, I noticed that there was a deterioration in the quality of customer service from health service providers. And I asked myself, why? Is NIHB administratively heavy? Is there miscommunication between health service providers and NIHB? And does systemic racism exist in the health system? I believe everybody deserves to receive quality health care and great customer service. And this led me to create the website called nihbandme.com. So how does it work? Let's say, for example, you're in a meeting in Thunder Bay and you do not know any of the dentists in the area and you have a toothache. So you would enter your location into this website. There we go. nihbandme.com. And based on the ratings of other recipients, NIHB recipients, the closest dentist that receives NIHB and provides good customer care would populate based on where your location is. So I would like to test this in Toronto and eventually expand in Ontario and then across Canada. And if I'm selected, I would use the funds to hire someone that can help me create the filters required to populate the rating system. NIHB recipients would sign in using Google or Facebook and to rate to health service care providers. So, miigwech.
Curious to know on the technical side, you have a functional website there. How did you get everything up and running so far?
I have experience creating a database, and what I did is I used that to create the filters that I need based on what is designated through NIHB.
How do you plan on getting your first users of the site?
I am currently running a page called Urban Indigenous Toronto, which has over 5,000 people that are in Toronto or come through Toronto. So I would request some support from them to help me.
And so I just have a question around revenues. So how will this business make money?
So based on the rating system, I would offer training opportunities for the health service providers to teach them how to navigate the NIHB system, to teach them how to provide more culturally aware customer service to Indigenous folks, and offer them the opportunity to provide advertisement on the website.
Awesome.
Next, we have Natasha Patles, designer and maker Ink Stars.
My name is Natasha Patles. I'm from Legrande First Nation, and my passion is design. I was 14 when I first became interested in designing clothing, and at 16 I had the opportunity to attend Skimitzen, a large-scale powwow in Connecticut. Little did I know at that time that powwow would change my life forever. Inspired by the hundreds of vendors, I knew that that was my calling, to make bold, eye-catching artwork that would be celebrated and celebrate my culture and to build pride while doing so. At 19, I was introduced to screen printing, and I brought my first ideas to life for the Rogers Center powwow. At 23, my teacher at the College in Craft and Design pushed me to create a chief print that he had seen in my past work, and with the help of my family, Ink Stars was born. In Atlantic Canada, I became known as the girl with the t-shirts. And although my focus has shifted to beaded accessories, I am proud to say that I can customize clothing like t-shirts and hoodies, ribbon skirts, home decor like mugs and coasters, beaded earrings, pop sockets, phone cases, pins, medallions, and I'm currently creating a paper line introducing Mi'kmaq greeting cards to our powwow table, making it the ultimate one-stop powwow shop. I was moved by the drum. I was saved by the drum. It's the heartbeat of my work, just like it's the heartbeat of our people. Malala. Thank you.
Curious to know your selling channels. Where are you selling your products right now?
Right now, I don't have a page myself, but I sell it off of my own Facebook. And I recently posted a few earrings on the Beadwork Showcase Paradise. And I got messages from Michigan, Alaska, California, everywhere. And it's amazing.
Great stuff. Thank you.
Thanks, Natasha. So what are you planning on doing with the money if you were to win?
I want to invest in a computerized embroidery machine because I want to do hats and jackets and toques, and I want a nice camera to get pictures of the models, and I need an assistant to help with the social media side of it because I'm a little bit busy, so that's exactly what I would do.
Being busy
And
is
inventory,
good.
of course, inventory. I can never keep up. As soon as I post it, there's somebody that says, can I get that? Can I order that? So I can never actually keep up.
Awesome.
So my question is, what revenues have you achieved to date?
I actually sold everything that I have ever made, except for the few things that I have in front of me today. And I've been working for 15 years, so I don't know the math.
Thanks, Natasha. I'm just wondering, how much typically are you selling some of these products for? What's your price point?
Sometimes my cheapest is $20 t-shirts, and they go to like $50 for a hoodie and $30 for the earrings. I have some on hand. The earrings go from 25, 30, 35, and the most at 40. The t-shirts are 20.
Up next, we have Shan Tenascon, owner, esthetician, and hairstylist. Shan's Hair and Nails.
Kwe, my name is Shan Tenascon. I'm an Algonquin from Kitigan-Zibi. I'm a busy mom of 3 with a full-time job in my community at the health center. With all that, I started my own business doing hair and nails. So let me ask you this. Are you super busy and sometimes forget about the little things that make you feel good? I'm here to help by providing my clients with services that help them relax and feel good in a way that is convenient and that offers the latest trends. My journey of hair and nails began with receiving a professional education from Algonquin College in 2013, and I've been doing it ever since. I started out small by participating in local events held by KZHSS Health Center or the Maniwaki Native Friendship Center. By 2018, I expanded my business into my home and with more services such as shellac applications. My clients often come to my home or I can travel to them if it's more convenient. The events I do for health fairs, for KZHSS and the Maniwaki Friendship Center, are health fairs, Mother's Day, spa days, and summers are great for powwow clients for braiding and graduates who need fancy updos. My clients have told me my atmosphere is great, and the clients are in love with my shellac book that holds all the colors. They say it's easier to choose a color, and usually that's the toughest part of a nail service. Since COVID-19, I haven't been able to continue my services because it's in a shared space with my family. If I won, I would be able to make my own space for my clients that is separate, and it would keep everybody safe. I'd be able to get proper PPE, and I would love to have more of a professional suitcase to hold all my tools and equipment for when I have to go mobile. Thanks.
Thank you, Shan. I appreciate that. You did very well. So how have you? So you're going to use the money for more to COVID and that sort of thing. How are you looking at doing that?
So right now I do my nails upstairs in my kitchen in my house. So I have a space in my basement that I'm trying to prepare so I can have access through my basement door. So there's no access through my house. It's just in my basement, so to keep everybody safe if this does happen again, I can continue on.
Great.
Shan, it seems like you're a team of one right now. Looking forward, say 3 to 5 years from now, I assume you'd be looking to hire some staff. Who would be the first person that you would hire on your team?
The first person I would hire would be one of my best friends that I went to college with for hair and nails, and that would be her name is Erica Gorman, and she would be such a good teammate.
Thank you.
Shan, what do you think is the biggest roadblock that you have ahead of you?
I think creating my space, and a big roadblock is just, I think it's my space. My space is my roadblock right now, even because I haven't even done nails since COVID started, and I'm missing that. So my roadblock now and to come is making my space.
Awesome, thank you.
So my question's about revenue. So how much revenue have you been making prior to COVID?
So prior to COVID, when I first started, I would say I was making at least $400 a month, like just going slow. And then when I do events, it depends. Like I don't have like a straight answer, I feel, but I feel like I make at least minimum 400. I don't know if I continue. Yes? Okay, sorry. So I make 400 plus every month, and that's enough for now as a one-man team that I can get more equipment and get more colors, and for now it's enough.
Next, we have Charmaine Joe, owner and operator, Charm Lashes.
Hi. So 4 years ago, I found myself at a crossroads in my career, and I just wasn't sure what I wanted to pursue next. So I asked myself, what motivates me? What is my passion? And what is my why? And the answer was pretty simple. It was just helping people, and helping people in any capacity that I could. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, and all my previous work was in social work, youth work, but I knew I still needed to help others somehow. I grew up in the foster care system, but I later found myself adopting a special needs child who also was going to spend his life in foster care. So at that time, it kind of just dawned on me that I may not have been able to change the whole world for him, but I could change it just for one person, and that would make the difference. And that's all it took for me, was just one person to believe in me. So that's how I got here today. So that brings me to my current business. I started Charm Lashes and have been really successful in my business, but even more so when it comes to building lasting relationships and trying to change that world just one day at a time. Social media often creates unrealistic expectations for women and has everybody feeling so insecure and inadequate these days. But on the flip side, social media also gives us power, especially for Indigenous women like myself. We get a voice, confidence, and self-esteem that we so greatly need and deserve. So by making women feel beautiful on the outside, it can change the entire way that we feel about ourselves and present ourselves on the inside. So that to me has the power to change the whole world. So my lash salon creates a feeling of home, of trust, and just building confidence in every single woman that steps through my door. And they've been coming to me for years, not just for aesthetics, but for the experience that they have as well. So this competition would change the entire direction of my business and allow me to expand, and it would allow me to hire more staff and do training and offer a full aesthetics experience and an aesthetics beauty bar. And I want to create that home away from home for so many. So I guess today I'll just leave you with my favorite quote, which is, be the change you wish to see in this world. And that's what I hope to do. Thanks.
That's great, Charmaine. Thank you for that. Great job. Curious to know, if you were to list your biggest hurdle right now, your biggest challenge in moving your company forward, what would that be?
Right now, I would say it's just because I'm a home-based business, it's getting into that commercial space. Obviously, with the world pandemic and the economy the way it is, it's really tough to get large business loans, find those spaces. So that's kind of where I'm stuck right now. I've reached the cap in my own personal home business, and now expansion is kind of just around the corner. I just need to take that next step to push it that much further.
Great job, Charmaine. What is your online presence like right now?
So I use Facebook and Instagram. They're kind of the most to use social media sites. And I kind of just started by posting pictures, advertising, a lot of word of mouth actually. So most of my clientele comes from word of mouth experience. So girls that have been here before, and then next thing I know, I have 12 girls that all know each other. And then, like I said, it creates a community and a family. And it's kind of funny. I actually have take care of 8 people in my home right now. And one of them started 4 years ago as a lash client and now babysits for me and my children and helps out.
So where do you see your business in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would love to expand. Like I said, my first step is a commercial business, a location. And then from there, the only way to grow and to really impact is just duplication. So multiple businesses, multiple salons, training people to give them that ability to run and manage a salon by themselves, and then myself giving that ownership away and helping others to create their own business, but while still piggybacking off of mine. So in 5 years, I'd love to have a few salons, maybe a couple different cities, and some more travel.
Up next, we have Aileen Brooke Brandon, owner, Thunderbird Women's Supply Company.
Hi, my name is Aileen Brooke Brandon. I'm from Wayways-Capital, Manitoba. I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba. I'm a single mom and I raised 3 boys by myself. They are 5, 4, and 2 years old. I also look after my own business, and I currently moved into my first business commercial space. I'm looking to use the funds that I win from this pitch contest to pay for the property that I have moved into, and hopefully continue to run business in Winnipeg, Manitoba, in the Indigenous sector of Winnipeg, which is specifically Selkirk Avenue. I have a business that relies on a lot of mail out of product. So I have, as you can see here, it's a mail out list. It has pictures of all of the different type of supplies that I sell, and a product list as well as a pricing. At the bottom, there is a shipping price list so that you can tell how much you're going to be paying for shipping. One of my business ideas was to sell little red dress capuchons that were for beading, but the specific way that I sell it is through fundraising. I ask that my customers go onto an already existing charity and donate $5 for every pair, and I will send them the applicable amount of cabs so that they can create awareness of the MMIW and also make sure that they have the supplies that they need by ordering what they need from me on top of that. I hope that you can take a little bit of idea of my business from this and understand that my business is for sustaining the prices of I'm sorry.
That was great.
Okay.
Really, really well done. Thank you. You mentioned that you have a commercial space now, which is great. Do you plan on selling online in the future to maybe marketplaces like eBay and Etsy or your own website? What's the vision there?
Yes, I actually have already started a Shopify website. I am in the process of putting up my stock and doing inventory and putting up pictures, all of that background investments, all of that.
Thank you.
So Aileen, it sounds like you're currently a one-person show here. Do you envision that you're going to need to expand to extra bodies soon?
Yes, I have 3 employees that I have on the waiting list. I'm currently getting my occupancy permit, and I've got my business registration, all of that ready so that I can employ employees.
Amazing. Thank you.
Can you share with us some of your challenges that you've had to date?
As an Indigenous person, somebody who has never finished school, I found that I had a hard time getting jobs. I had a hard time getting schooling, and I found that my business started from my skill of learning how to bead.
Hi, Aileen. Thank you very much. I'm just wondering what some of the costs that you have just with your inventory mainly is in getting that put together.
There was, I had to pay for the stock of the inventory stock. I had to pay for packaging materials, stamps. A lot of my business is all done through the mail order. So I have a lot of people who order online and then I ship it out. So much of my inventory costs go towards shipping.
Next, we have Cass Spence, owner, Sacred Saunas.
Hi everybody, my name is Cass Spence. I am Cree from Northwestern Ontario, now living in Tofino, BC. My traditional name is Wawate, which means Northern Lights. My business concept is called Sacred Saunas. Our Indigenous designed mobile barrel saunas offer a luxury wellness on wheels rentals in Tofino, a year-round destination ocean resort that hosts over 600,000 guests annually. As First Nations, we have our own version of the sauna in the form of a sweat lodge. To me, sauna experiences represent a form of ceremony. Saunas are safe, shared spaces which embody natural wellness and community, a chance to integrate fire and water surrounded in sacred cedar. There are many health benefits to saunas, including cardiovascular performance, aids in sports recovery, flushes toxins, reduces incidences of Alzheimer's by 65%, induces improved, deeper sleep, and burns calories and relieves stress. Tourists, local residents, event planners, those involved in adventure sports, and surf enthusiasts who are looking for rejuvenation and authentic experiences in Tofino can rent a 10-person sauna. Rentals include convenient and hassle-free delivery and pickup services. Units are $400 per night or $1,000 per week. Each sauna will be muraled in authentic Indigenous art, stationed on a trailer, equipped with complimentary towels, bathrobes, and Indigenous aromatherapies. Sauna units represent more than just a service. It is a showcase of Indigenous wellness and reconnection to the land, bringing the spirit back into sacred spaces sustainably. An experience guests can have again and again. Miigwech, thank you.
Curious to understand a bit about your marketing plan. How do you plan on telling people about the rentals?
Well, luckily, Tofino happens to be quite a small community, so there are many opportunities to advertise. They call it the end of the road, so there's really only one road in and out of town. So word of mouth, really, and advertising in the community.
Thank you.
Great job, Cass. I'm actually headed to Tofino next week, so
Awesome.
can look you up. Where
Maybe
can
we'll see you
I
here.
find you? Where can I find you online?
Yeah, so my business is actually still in its early stages, but I am eagerly hoping to start before the winter season. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this opportunity to sort of get the ball rolling with my business. I've already have a vehicle with trailer hitch capacity and have made great connections in the community, including hotels and resorts and things like that. So yeah, things are moving along.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have two quick questions. Who is your target customer and what traction have you had to date?
Yeah, so my target customers going to be primarily tourists. As I said, there are many, many tourists who come here annually, over 600,000 according to a 2018 report. So the community has actually expressed that this has been the busiest season that they've experienced. So yeah, lots of tourism with the type of environment that we have here. It's going to be a great service to offer year round. So yeah, people want to be warm in the rainy season. So definitely going to be targeting those demographics. And sorry, your second question was what I've done to date to attract those customers. So I've done a panel of identifying tourists who would be interested in Indigenous tourism. So, you know, those cultural experiencers, authentic experiencers, and things like that.
Up next, we have Bernice Clarke, owner and founder of Uasu Soap.
Hi, kuyan na mero mayonga, tabunga kay kuyaw si manera ammalo, ilisa kayaw nera upigillugu. I'm Bernice Clarke. I'm an Inuk and born and raised in Iqaluit, Nunavut, Baffin Island. I'm a mother of 4 children whose ages range 9 through 27 years old. I've raised them while I went to school and went to work full-time. I wanted my children to see the possibilities and to be able to provide for themselves. To work hard, you get to play hard, learning confidence in yourself along the way and finding your path. Mine is my culture. I have held 3 jobs, 1 full-time, 1 casual, and 1 business. This was possible with the love and support of my husband. Waso Soap is a natural body care line where we incorporate traditional knowledge and healing into our products through subsistence living and upcycling from Inuit harvests. Through our harvests, we are able to incorporate the bowhead whale and its traditional medicine, which has helped heal Inuit and their skin conditions such as dry skin, eczema, and psoriasis. Waso Soap has earned awards in the past, such as Top Aboriginal Business of the Year from the Arctic Indigenous in 2016, Nunavut region. Also, Waso Soap received the Entrepreneur's Choice Award for the 2019 The North from Startup Canada. What Pow Wow Pitch means to Waso is the ability to grow our future. This money could be used to hire a part-time Inuk staff. We feel honored to be part of the Pow Wow Pitch celebrations. Don't forget to check us out at wasosoap.com.
How much revenue have you made to date with your product?
The revenue to date, 80,000. I'm sorry, I'm just really nervous. I have my husband with me.
Thank you.
Hi, Bernice. Great job. Curious to understand pricing of your products. If I look in the background there, I can see some of them. So could you describe your pricing?
Yeah, so the pricing I have made, I wanted it affordable for Inuit at the down south price. So they are comparable. My body butter would be about $30, and the soap is $12, shampoo and conditioner $25. So I make them affordable.
Thank you.
Wonderful job, Bernice. I'm just wondering, where do you ship to? Is it across Canada? Is it solely within your territory?
Yeah, so we recently launched our website, so we've been able to ship around the world, all over the world. So far, yeah, even Turkey, as far as Turkey.
Amazing.
So my questions are, who is your target customer and what are your long-term goals for this business?
So my target customer is, oh, I'm drawing a blank. I'm sorry, okay, my community, my backyard. So my target market is Nunavut right now. And what was your other question?
And what is your long-term vision for this business? Long-term goals.
The long-term goals. I want to connect and collaborate with more Indigenous businesses around the world.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Any other questions?
Yeah, Bernice, just a quick question. Are you looking to market around the world now that you're sending some of this to Turkey?
So I would like to do the global with an Indigenous business. That's my focus right now, is really to connect with more Indigenous. My vision, like Hawaii, New Zealand. Yeah, so I mean, I'd like to connect with other Indigenous businesses.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you so
much.
Thank you.
Next, we have Keri Gray, owner, 50 Shades of Grey Indigenous Pet Treats.
Hello, everyone. Ani Kwe. Did you know that millennials are opting to have pets over children? At Shades of Grey Indigenous Pet Treats, our research showed premium pet products from local sources are exactly what there's on their shopping list. We use unique proteins such as beaver, bison, and rabbit for our treats. I'm Keri Gray, and I'm the founder and CEO of Shades of Grey Indigenous Pet Treats. I'm a proud First Nations member of the Algonquins of Pikwakanagan. When I started my business, I focused on a line of dehydrated treats using traditional meats, always keeping texture in mind. Every dog out there is food motivated, and some love to eat more than others. I'm still amazed today at the versatility of our Indigenous rabbit strip. It's been used in championship show rings to training puppies at home. It really is the perfect treat. You can give your pet the whole strip or break it into the tiniest of pieces for repetitive training. Pet owners are in control of the amount of treat they provide to their pets. When I win this year's Pow Wow Pitch, my team and I are going to purchase 2 commercial freeze dryers. These freeze dryers will not only allow us to expand our product line, but provide us with a higher quality product, better production control. They won't shrink or toughen our treats. These freeze-dried products retain nutrition, flavor, and color. Take our shelf life from 4 years to 25 years. Nutritional value from 60% to 97%. Freeze-dried products are exactly what pet store owners and pet parents are looking for in today's market. All natural treats equals healthy pets. Thank you for your time, and don't forget to visit us at indigenoustreats.ca. Chimigwech.
Great job, Keri. Thank you very much for that.
It was
curious
fun.
to understand. It was excellent. I'm curious to understand pricing. Can you pick maybe one of your products and let us know what the pricing is like?
One of our products. Okay, so our Indigenous strips and how our pricing is. We use the meat, the bone, the organ, the whole rabbit. And I have a sister company called Shades of Grey Rabbitry that I sell federally inspected meat rabbit to. We give them a discount if they don't sell it fresh, and we buy it back and use it for our pet treats to keep our costs down. It's a great model. It works well for everyone. It's eco-friendly, which works with our motto here at the Pet Treat. But our breakdown, basically our meat costs are we're gaining about a 60% margin on our products with our strips.
Excellent, thank you.
Thanks, Keri. And what has revenue been like for you this year?
Revenue's been great this year. We just started in January 2019. We've done trade shows, online stores, pet stores, wholesale. We've been really diversifying the systems that we're using and the partnerships that we're making. We've seen, since we launched at the trade show in the last month, we've seen a 30% growth in a really short period of time. And up until recently at that trade show, we were just staying local. So we've seen at least we expect, and we are projecting to see 3 times the revenues in the next year.
Awesome. Thank you, Keri.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a question. So can you clarify all of your sales channels for me? Just where else do you sell?
So we're currently selling on our website. We sell on social media. We advertise on Facebook, Instagram. We are currently selling and partnering with hamper programs that are local to Northumberland County and Campbellford. Farmers markets. We're on the Ontario Farmers Markets My Pick Verified Farmers page. We're really diversified. Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, we have Selena Arcand, owner, Aileen Designs.
My name is Selena Arcand. I am from Alexander First Nation in Alberta. I am the founder and owner of Aileen Designs, which is a street fashion clothing brand that began in December of 2019. My mission is to encourage and empower Indigenous people to pursue their dreams and show them that no goal is out of reach. My first set of product included sweaters and shirts. They come in a variety of colors, are comfy and stylish, and have a unique twist. Any order can be bleach dyed, which adds a fun flair. The best part is that I have already reached a broad demographic. I started off by testing the waters and selling my designs to friends and family, but the business has continued to grow. I have sold over 200 sweaters and shirts. I now have clients ranging from the ages of 10 to 70 that can be spotted rocking my designs, which is amazing. As of right now, I utilize social media to create connections that lead to sales, and I'm working on expanding from that. I am also contacting Indigenous charities to work with, so I can offer a percentage of the sales as donations, as I feel it is our duty to give back to the community. With the prize money, I will invest in a bigger studio as well as more product and equipment. I am passionate about growing this business because I feel that the more I can accomplish, the more I will ultimately be able to give back. Thank you so much.
You mentioned that you're currently sort of getting the word out and selling through social. Plans for the future on selling maybe brick and mortar at retail or online? Where else do you plan on selling your products?
That would be amazing. I actually have a Shopify account set up that I just haven't launched yet. It's kind of just in the stages of me putting pictures, deciding in what direction I want to go with that.
Amazing. What does you said you have people from 10 to 70, but what is your target audience? Where are you targeting your demographic?
As of right now, it's mostly people, I would say from 15 to about 40 are the main people who I've been targeting and getting my product out. And I feel like those are the majority of the people that have been buying stuff from me.
Do you intend to run your business on your own, or do you hope to bring on a team in the future?
I do hope to bring on a team. Right now, I kind of feel like it's a little difficult for me to run it by myself. It does take a lot of time, but it's time that I'm willing to put into it. I do eventually hope to have a team.
Hi, Selena. Great pitch. Do you plan to kind of expand across the country, or just more of a regional focus?
I plan to go as far as I can.
Maybe just with the time we have left, another 30 seconds or so, tell us a bit more about your marketing plan moving forward as well. How do you plan on taking some of the winnings and investing in marketing?
Well, I do believe that photography is a big deal, especially when you're trying to sell on social media, and that's basically what I've been using. I've been using TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, so I think that I would take a lot of the money to invest in a photographer and models.
Next, we have Charity Kennedy, owner of Giragakos.
Sigole Boju, Charity Dishnakas, Beketrunan and Dunjaba. So the best way to tell you about my business is to tell you how I came up with the idea. First of all, I grew up in Chemical Valley. Chemicals were being dumped in our water supply. As a direct result, I lost my mother to cancer at a young age. And then my aunt, who stepped in, she later on got cancer and passed. So I was negatively affected by toxic chemicals at a young age. Fast forward into my adulthood, I started to experience some health issues myself, but they were like more from the food supply, genetically modified wheat, so I had to go on a gluten-free diet. I've been on a gluten-free diet, and then I started to progress into like diabetes, thyroid disease, the whole metabolic syndrome that plagues a lot of First Nations communities. I decided to try improve my health, and I turned to nature for help, and started to feed my body foods that I should have, like we would have eaten before. I was successful in getting off of all my medication. Basically, the land creation healed me. And that's where my idea came about of a farm. So I plan to grow foods, lavender products to make non-toxic hygiene products. I plan to structure my business like a social enterprise, and a percentage of the sales will go back into funding land-based healing programs for other First Nations women. And in order to strengthen our nations, crucial reconnection to the land needs to happen. Miigwech for your time.
Curious to understand if you were to pick one of the challenges and one of the barriers that's in front of you right now, as far as moving your idea forward, what would that be?
Oh, well, probably startup with the securing capital to get going.
Makes sense. Thank
And
you.
Charity, once you do secure capital, what is the first step that you're going to take?
Well, right now I'm going to start at least doing some products right now, and then hopefully, grow some sales and hopefully get into purchasing the land for my farm.
Thank you.
If you were to win Pow Wow Pitch, what would you use the money for?
Product development, I believe.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Charity. So you mentioned some of the things you're looking at growing and farming. What do you have some experience in that, and how many kind of maybe employees would you need to help you with that?
Well, it's seasonal, and I would need probably at least maybe, myself and maybe a couple other people to start. But I do have experience. I've been just urban gardening right now, though. So I do have experience in gardening. Just not at a larger scale, but I still have the experience.
Just with the last 10 seconds that we have, Charity, how do you plan on getting the word out about what you're trying to do here?
Social media, internet, word of mouth. Pow Wow Pitch.
Great, thank you.
Awesome, thanks, Charity.
Up next, we have Dallas Courchene, owner Ogichitao Printing.
Hi, my name is Dallas Courchene, and my business idea is a t-shirt printing company for Indigenous artists that allows them to upload and sell their designs with no overhead or startup costs, and I handle the printing and order fulfillment. I came up with the idea working on another project helping Native businesses, and I was fundraising by selling t-shirt designs online. And I noticed how my designs made sales when I lacked any real art. So for weeks, I worked on it. I figured out how to make it viable. I determined that printing would be a no-risk way for Aboriginal artists to begin making money online, regardless of location. To keep the lights on overhead, so to speak, serving Aboriginal organizations, conferences, and events would enable me to expand and offer more to the Aboriginal artist community, such as custom embroidery and online storefronts for artists. My intention with Ogichitao Printing is to help Native artists reach an international market at no cost, and in the future, become much more than just an Indigenous t-shirt printing company.
That's great, Dallas. Thank you. Great pitch. Curious to understand a bit about the technology side of things. Are you looking to create your own site online? Are you looking to use an existing platform, or what's the plan there?
It would be my own custom website, design, everything. Artists' designs would be solely owned by them, copywritten by them. They can sell it, but it'll be under Gift Shop Printing is the website, and the online storefront will include under the banner for Gift Shop Printing.
Thanks, Dallas. What sets you apart from other print-on-demand services?
I focus solely on this artist, solely on that. So it's kind of niching down the market rather than, say, bonfire.com or Amazon merch, for example. Anyone could do that, yes. However, the branding, the niche marketing of having only Indigenous artists, authentic Indigenous artwork is something that is previously unavailable anywhere else in the world.
So I just want to say I love your idea because I actually need this too. So I guess my question is, how much money do you need to get this really going and get this off the ground?
I've been looking at the cost of the custom machines. I figured I would have to go with a Canadian manufacturer because service and repairs will be a lot more easier to accommodate during pandemics. And that's just another one safety net. But I figure around anywhere between $3,000 to $8,000 for machine and ink, and then extra for supplies as they come in for t-shirts, designs, and sizes. Looking into the, we would have to offer a limited number of colors. However, we can expand from that, like I said, with the Aboriginal organizations and businesses that we require business contracts from, hopefully.
Next, we have Manettia Moraes, co-owner 3 Moon Rising.
Hi, so I'm Mandy Moon with 3. We started as a pop-up e-commerce business with the Victoria Friendship Center as part of their 3C challenge, which was to create boxes, wellness boxes, our own product, and push them out and try and meet the goals, which we met, of course. Now that the challenge has ended, my business partner and I, Ashley, we're looking to continue that as a full e-commerce business. What we focused on previously was for health and wellness and some beauty products, which is what we're going to continue in that form. I'm a soap maker, so I'll be making soaps. We've got some actual cultural ingredients that we do want to incorporate with soaps as well as with our face masks, face coverings. We also have some smudge on the go fragrance sticks or fragrance bottles that people can wear. Other products we're looking into as well are some Wet'suwet'en and Devil's Club beads to make actual jewelry or to make charms, something people can take with them. One of our models that we want to continue forward from the pop-up business is to be environmentally conscious as well as giving back to the community. So there is a business I've spoken with online that make shipping products and other labels that are biodegradable, so they won't be sticking around for a while. So if we can get seed money for that, that's something we'll be going down. Same with the giving back to the community. We did give back as part of the challenge to an Indigenous organization. Part of our profits, or 30% of our profits from the boxes went towards that, and we'd be continuing in that form. Ashley's good idea is to give back to the residential schools organization. Excuse me. So yeah, that's what we'll be doing. I am from the Gitxsan Nation of BC, and Ashley is from Han from the Yukon Territory. We both do live in different provinces right now, so we will be doing this solely as e-commerce. If we can get retail, that's great.
Great pitch. Thank you very much. Looking to understand a bit more about your marketing plan and how you're going to get the word out about your company.
Certainly. So for when we were doing the challenge, marketing was all online through social media. We're going to, since we know about that, we'll be doing that. One thing I would love to do if we can get money is go to advertisers for them to do online ads for us, which of course you need a little bit of money to go with forward. But through social media, we were able to get like all 40 of our boxes sold.
Great pitch. I'm just wondering, you had mentioned quite a few products, and I'm wondering what would be your flagship product?
Well, since I'm a soap maker, I think to begin with, we're going to start with soap. That start from what you know. So, but we do have other products that we want to do. We're always brainstorming every week. But when we get money, it'll be with that.
What has been your traction to date? So any big achievements so far in getting things going?
Big achievement so far for the business?
Yes. What's your traction to date? That makes sense.
Oh, well, we do still have our website up and running. It is still mostly just with the with the wellness box, I do want to update that more if we can get this going in a direction we want it to. I guess just maintaining our website so far.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hi, Mandy. Great pitch. Just wondering what your price point is. What kind of some of the costs are of your products.
So for soaps, they do, for other competitors, they sell them about 10 bars each. I'm really modeling after Sister Sage because they are an East End company, very similar to what we want to be too. So they sell for about $10 and under. Our smudge stick, that costs more for the actual material, so probably priced at about $15.
Up next, we have Dusty Legrande, owner and creative Mobilize Waskawewin.
Good morning, sir. My name is Dusty. I am from the Big Stone Cree Nation of Wabasca, Alberta. I am a streetwear designer, a clothing designer. The clock's starting now. And I make clothing for youth, a way to connect them with their identity. I do streetwear intentionally, as it's much of the youth that I've worked with, it's their choice of clothing. Growing up, I wasn't very connected to my culture due to the church, due to urban spaces, due to the educational system lacking. And I wanted to create something that could be outside of all of those streams in a way to reconnect Indigenous youth with their identity and help them find themselves, help them love themselves. And a lot of the work that I do is focused on self-love and getting to that place of honoring who you are and knowing who you are. When I had first applied for this pitch, I applied to launch my own scholarship. As an Indigenous designer, there's not very many opportunities for people like me, and there's not very many spaces in my city for me even to show my work. And so I wanted to be able to mentor and create space for the up-and-coming generation of creatives. The Mobilize team is myself and my daughter, who is 6 now, also designs with me. She's designed 3 hoodies to now, and I hear her dream. I hear her talk about what she wants to do with fashion and how she wants to be a Ninja Turtle when she grows up and how she dreams. And I think we all deserve to be at that place. We all deserve to love ourselves and to be free to dream and to explore. Since that pitch, I have actually found the resources to already launch this scholarship, and I have already awarded 1 recipient, and at the end of this month, we'll be awarding the second. What I would like to pitch today is the very first streetwear catalog, kind of like the old Sears catalog that used to go to the res, and a way to connect the urban space with the res space, and doing it through the catalog like my Gookum used to buy, and like my Gookum used to shop for my mom when she was young. And so that is kind of what I'm looking to do.
Thanks, Dusty. Great pitch. Just wondering what you see the costs are of starting this up.
I have a very strong artistic family. One of my cousins has done her own magazine, and so it would be looking probably about 5,000 of it to go into editorial costs, photo shoots, and ordering a mini stock to have something online to begin with. It would be a pilot project, so it would start small scale. I would probably start it with 10 to 15 products, and I would hope to grow this into something that could include other artists and designers going forward, and a way to share urban space creatives with Indigenous creatives on reserve, and also start to begin to bridge the road between the two.
I'd like to know where I could purchase one of your products now, and maybe in 2 to 3 years, where do you think you want to be as far as selling channels and where you offer your products?
So my plan is to be at the supreme level, to be at a very global level, and to be able to share this story to stages all over the world. Currently, I have a website. I have my own domain, and I sell through that website exclusively. I have an Instagram page, which is nearing 10,000 followers. I have a Facebook page, which also has a big following. And I am, in the next 2 months, going into my first store in city, which is Edmonton's biggest streetwear store, and I will be the only Edmonton designer in this store.
Amazing, Dusty. Love the story. And what is the current revenue of your current business to date?
To date, so this was just launched in 2018. In 2018, there was about 10,000 worth of sales. 2019, it grew to about 30,000 worth of sales. And already this year, we have passed the 30,000 mark, getting closer to the 40,000 mark, probably by year end. And it's accelerating quite fast. So probably by year end, I would say closer to the 80, 90.
Next, we have Andrea Bennett, Anishinaabeg counselor, raising our spirit.
Ani Bozo. Hello, my name is Andrea Bennett. I'm here at beautiful Matagami First Nation. I am a school teacher, and I really love and adore this community. They've embraced me as one of their own. Having the passion of teaching, I also have the passion of helping women who have been battered, because I have been battered myself. I was left for dead, and it really affected me. I needed proper counseling when this happened, and I didn't seek any proper counseling. I myself have been a counselor for 7 years, and I've helped many, many, many women. I've taught up on the James Bay coast, and there's no help for women up there who have been battered. And seeing that the COVID is into play, I want to help these women, but continue teaching with virtual connection. So I would start off very small on weekends and in the evenings during the week, and of course, progress into it full time in the summer. I want to drum this song. It's not my best song, but I'll tell you a bit about it. Years ago in Winnipeg, women were hanging themselves and committing suicide because they were being battered and raped by the jail guards. So this one woman from up north in Manitoba brought in this song, and it's called the Strong Woman Song. And this song saved many women's lives. So I'm just going to play a little bit for you. So that's only there's actually 4 repeats of this, and this helped save the women's lives. And just like I chose this area here, I chose an area where this tree is 400 years old, and this community fought for these trees not to be cut. And that's what I want to do with these women. I want to fight for them. I want to advocate for them, because I've been through it. I've been left for dead, and all I can think about was my 4 kids, my mom, my family. And it happens that quick and that easy. And I feel I have the skills to help these women. I have been through it. I've been through addictions, drug addictions, alcoholism, suicide. So I feel that I have the necessary skills, and I feel that I'm at the age where I can bring this to help these women. Not just anybody can go into a northern community out of a university and you don't have any experience or life experience. I feel I have the life experience and the education to help our women. That's why
Thank you so much, Andrea. That was amazing. I love that song, and I've learned how to sing it a number of years ago. But I'm going to start off with a question. What steps have you taken for your business?
What steps have I taken? Well, I have got a hold of a friend of mine named Ron Sarazin, and he is he's part of Wabatech, and they're going to start helping me implement a business plan. This was supposed to happen months ago, but because of the COVID, it's been really difficult to do so. I've also looked into looking into Inspire. I am waiting for my status card to come in. Right now, as it looks, I'm non-status, so it's pretty hard for me to apply to Inspire because you have to be full status. But I do fall under the new category, so it's a waiting game for that. And I've also made connections in communities. Because I've taught up in these communities, in so many different communities, people have asked me, have you thought about opening up your own business and coming up here? Because they trust me. And they know I've been through it. I'm very humble with what has happened in my life. So
Thank you, Andrea. I'm just wondering what you would do with the money in regards to starting your business.
Oh my gosh, what would I do with the money? Well, first of all, it would go towards a computer, a really good computer, and to figure out how to do the internet thing with them, like we're doing right now. I would have to take some courses with technology because I'm not the best with technology. And then I would like to go up to the communities perhaps in the summer and just sell my business. And it won't be hard to, but it would be nice for them to see me once again with business cards, a business plan. This is what I'm going to do, and this is how, and this is what I like just to let them know that my services are and will be available to them. So I would spend it on technology and travel in the beginning.
Up next, we have Colleen Nolan, owner, operator, CN Training Solutions.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Colleen Nolan. For years, I've trained and developed our Indigenous people, providing employment and skills training. There was a time in my life where I had no esteem, no confidence, and I really didn't feel good about myself. Nobody should feel that way. That all changed when I met a woman who believed in me, who empowered me, and gave me the tools that I needed to succeed. And for that, I am forever grateful for. Through CN's Training Solution, I offer a variety of DIY, customized workshops, and empowerment boot camps to ignite, empower, and put a spark in our Indigenous women. People want to feel good about themselves. We do our hair, we do our makeup, we dress nice. When we do things that we don't think that we can do, it's empowering. We feel great and proud of our accomplishment. By building and creating things, it puts a sense of pride in oneself. What I'm seeking is to invest in the tools and supplies where we get to cut, we get to measure, drill, make our own benches, headboards, porch swing, moccasins, right, etc. Things like skill saws, drills, staple guns, safety equipment. I plan to offer a variety of workshops, either individually or through proposals through community funding, where I teach women how to build and construct items that they take home. I've already invested in some basic tools and have offered a couple of sessions. I want to do more. I believe in our people. My name is Colleen Nolan, owner of CN Training Solutions, and I'm here to motivate, empower, and grow our Indigenous women.
Great pitch, Colleen. Thank you. Curious to know, are you a team of one right now, or do you have a support team behind you, or do you plan on hiring resources?
I do. One of the sessions that I offered, I had a partner, and it was a weekend boot camp. So she offered certain things, and I offered certain things. So yeah, things like we did fry bread making, and I mean, I know how, but she's better at that.
A couple questions. First one is, do you supply the products for the women, or do they have to get it themselves? And what are the costs of those workshops?
Okay, so I supply all the materials. So I'd go shopping for all the plywood. The one of them, I had them purchase the materials because it's their own headboard. So they wanted to go in line with their bedroom, with their decor. So, and that was minimal cost. So the workshop ran around $120 to $150 for a headboard.
I have a couple of questions. So it's kind of to clarify the last question as well. What is your price point for each workshop, and who pays you?
Okay. So when I went online to research what it costs for a plywood, foam, all the materials needed to build it, and then factored in my time and cost. So if the materials costed $80 or whatever, then I'd mark it up and do that. One of the workshops that I did, I put it out there on Facebook. I communicated with another woman and we shared it all. And we had 14 women who paid $150 to participate in the workshop.
Thanks, Colleen. Just a quick question around marketing and how you plan to do that.
I have a lot of resources throughout the community here where I'm from, and I know some of the programs and what they might be able to not commit to, but what they might be able to fund. So I've put proposals out there, and I think through my network, I can target different First Nations communities.
Next, we have Karen Macaulay, founder and owner, Indigication.
Dante. I'm Karen Macaulay, founder of Indigication. Oh boy. My goal is to empower teachers with knowledge so that they can incorporate Indigenous content into their classrooms. I'm a member of Norway House Cree Nation in northern Manitoba, born and raised in Winnipeg. Having my master's degree, I've worked as a speech-language pathologist for over 30 years. I have worked with some of the best teachers in northern Manitoba. I've witnessed teachers struggle with the what and how to teach Indigenous content in their classrooms. Just like public mainstream, there are teachers out there who have not learned Canadian Indigenous history. They are intimidated about teaching a culture other than their own. Indigication offers teachers a tangible solution. We offer an online one-stop shopping experience. Teachers can purchase specially curated educational materials, resources, and supplies for themselves and for their students with accurate Indigenous content. I've sought mentorship from Indigenous professionals who have helped me organize my thoughts and ideas that I've accumulated over the years. I have become a tenacious entrepreneur ready to launch a strong business that is needed. I believe that supporting today's educators and learners in learning the truth of Indigenous history is the foundation of reconciliation of our nation. I have the products I need, and the business I've built is ready to launch. This prize will enable Indigication to grow to its fullest potential, and I am ready to now move to the next level so that I can provide the right materials into the right hands with ease. Thank you.
Question for you around moving your company forward, moving your idea forward. What is one of the hurdles that you're seeing right now, or the gaps that you think you'll need to overcome?
Well, I think that it is a big business that I'm thinking of, so I'm starting small. And I am seeking professionals to help me out. And the first thing I'll do is build a team that will support me.
Just to follow up on that question, how many people do you think you'll need for that team?
I would like to incorporate elders. I do belong on a conference of educators. They're Indigenous. It used to be called ACE. I am a member of that. They can help steer me, but there are different teachers that can help me with cultural resources, but also what's needed in what the teachers are actually struggling with.
So what will the funds be used for, and how much do you need?
The funds will be used to help me build up a website. I'm currently going to be using Shopify, but I would like to broaden my base. I would like to use some resources to market a little bit better and secure some more.
Wow, what an incredible final episode of the Pow Wow Pitch Semi-Finals. Judges, it is now time to tally your scores. But before you do, can you share your final thoughts on tonight's pitches?
Another great round. Continue to be amazed by how many of the participants talk about passing along the knowledge that they learned through this process to other entrepreneurs. Continue to be amazed at how many of the pitchers talk about helping others as part of why they're doing this. So another really great day. On behalf of Canada Post, very, very excited and happy to be part of the Pow Wow Pitch again this year.
One of my favorite things to see today was the passion that everyone had for their businesses, the entrepreneurial spirit that was throughout every pitch. And on behalf of Shopify, we're just really excited to see all of your businesses flourish in the future.
Yes, for sure. I just want to thank everybody for being so amazing and actually showing up and doing this. I know it's really hard as somebody who has been in your seat before. I know that it's very nerve-wracking to do a pitch in front of like judges with Shopify, Canada Post, and RBC. So as an entrepreneur, I understand exactly what you're going through as I was in your seat before. And I'm really excited to see what the final result will be.
Yeah, I think it was a great experience. It was the first time for me. I feel really privileged to be asked to be a judge on Pow Wow Pitch. Certainly, the enthusiasm and the ideas from the folks across the country was just amazing and inspiring. And certainly, on behalf of RBC, we're proud and privileged to be a sponsor of this event.
Thank you, judges. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, RBC, our partners at Canada Post, Shopify, BDC, and NACCA. And thank you to our mentors and volunteers and judges for all of your support in bringing 2020 Pow Wow Pitch online and across Canada this evening. A huge congratulations to tonight's entrepreneurs and all of the entrepreneurs this week for their passionate and compelling pitches. Thank you to all of our viewers for cheering on Indigenous entrepreneurs through the Pow Wow Pitch. Let's keep the conversation going using the hashtag Pow Wow Pitch. Tell us who delivered your favorite pitch tonight. Continue to follow the Pow Wow Pitch Facebook channel to be the first to know when we announce the top 25 entrepreneurs moving into the finale, and join us on October 20th to hear the top 25 pitches for the big prizes. It has been my pleasure to be your host this week. I am Shan Tenascon signing off. Kichimigwech Kipija Ig Nongomanakshig.